Welcome, little lights, to Little Lights Tiny Steps. Have you ever seen a magic trick? Sometimes things seem impossible to do. But today, we are talking about faith, which is seeing the invisible bridge that God builds just for you. It is trusting God even when you cannot see the way. Today's lesson is about faith and trust. Faith is the certainty that God's promises are true, even if they have not happened yet. It is the bridge between the problem and the miracle. Our golden lesson comes from Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. Let's look at the famous story of Peter walking on water. Jesus was walking toward the disciples during a stormy night. Peter saw Jesus and asked, "Lord, if it is you, tell me to come to you on the water." Jesus said, "Come." Peter stepped out of the boat. For a few steps, Peter was walking on the water. He was on the invisible bridge. But then he looked at the huge waves around him, got scared, and started to sink. When he kept his eyes on Jesus, he could do the impossible. When he focused on the storm, he sank. Faith is always about keeping your focus on Jesus, not on the big waves of your problem. We also see great faith in the story of the woman who had been sick for 12 long years. She was not allowed to touch anyone. She did not shout at Jesus. She just thought, if I can just touch the edge of his clothes, I will be healed. She pushed through the crowd just to touch the hem of his robe. Her touch of faith was immediately rewarded. Jesus said, "Daughter, your faith has healed you." She did not need a big prayer. She just needed a big faith that God could do the impossible. Your tiny steps of faith today are like her simple touch, believing that Jesus can fix your small problem or help you with your big worry. How do we build this strong faith? By trusting the promises you can see in the Bible. Every time you read a promise, you are building stronger steps on your invisible bridge. Faith is built by practice. Choose to believe the good things God says about you and about His power. A tiny step challenge. Today, face one big problem or worry that feels impossible. Pray for a miracle, and then take one step of faith toward that solution. Step out of the boat and believe that Jesus is the firm ground beneath your feet. A direct message for parents. Teaching faith is showing children how to take risks based on God's character, not on physical evidence. The Peter story illustrates the power of focus, and the woman with the issue of blood highlights the power of conviction. Encourage children to vocalize their faith in specific situations and discuss moments where God has been the invisible bridge in your own life. Faith is the assurance of things unseen. Thank you for this adventure, little lights. Remember our golden lesson. Faith is confidence in what we hope for, and assurance about what we do not see. Keep shining bright and taking your tiny steps of faith. Share this video with someone who needs wisdom and blessing. May God's wisdom fill your life today. A big hug, and see you next time. See you in the next chapter.